Another day, another New York Knicks victory. What's going on, everybody? The New York Knicks are absolutely rolling. Appreciate every single one of you that are joining me here tonight for another Knicks Nation post-game show. We are live on this Thursday night. Welcome in to the chat. The New York Knicks beat the Charlotte Hornets. Final score 125-101. Boy, oh boy, the New York Knicks are absolutely rolling right now, and it is immaculate. The vibes are back. The aura is back. And you see the guys joking around with each other after the game. OJ Anunoby grabbing the mic again. Karl Anthony Towns making a joke. Stop grabbing the mic. Stop grabbing the mic. 6 straight in MSG, ladies and gentlemen. 8-2 now on your home court. And the vibes are absolutely immaculate. Another night, another blowout win for your New York Knickerbockers. The aura of this team. Hey, the guys are starting to find it, man. A lot of A+ performances tonight that we'll get into. We'll talk about it. But I just want to shout out to the club. Shout out to the New York Knicks, because everyone seems like they're playing extremely well right now. Everyone seems selfless, unselfish, moving the ball, trusting your teammates, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Taking care of home business, taking care of home court advantage, and 14-8 on the season, 8-2 at home. The aura. I love it, man. I love Cat, OG smiling with the 2-block sequence in that third quarter. OG had an amazing third quarter. Shout out to Precious Achiuwa for making his comeback. Precious Achiuwa is back. You love to see that. Shout out to JB, 19 first quarter points for Jalen Brunson, then finished with 24 points. Set the tone real early. Mikal Bridges, season high in assists for Mikal Bridges. 7 assists, 19 points for Mikal Bridges. The Villanova boys, man, the Nova crew, the Supernovas, I thought really set the tone for this game. And Josh Hart with an incredible performance with 18 points, 6 assists, and 10 rebounds for Josh Hart. So the Nova boys did their thing tonight. I think tonight was, obviously the Nova boys' best game together as a whole. And, we'll talk about it. Appreciate every single one of you in here. Dame Tubes in the chat. What's going on, Dame? Haven't seen you in here in a minute. Hope all is well with you, my sir. Always appreciate you in here supporting. Yo, Alpha. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Big Taz says the vibes are back. The vibes are back in Madison Square Garden. Look, this team is demolishing these teams. And yes, we started slow this game. First quarter, 32-30. We were down. Hornets were just making a lot of tough shots, and it was like a feel-out quarter. This Knicks team is so good that they can literally fill you out. Like these teams, like the Hornets, it takes a lot out of, the Knicks. It took a lot out of them to be like, all right, guys, this is we're playing the Charlotte Hornets. We got to get it together. We got to, lock in and, ultimately win this game. And that's exactly what they did. And, first quarter was iffy, but I really liked how the Knicks responded. In that second quarter and third quarter is where they absolutely demolished them. The third quarter, 38-16 in points. The vibes are back, ladies and gentlemen. Look, our schedule has lightened up, and the New York Knicks can hit their stride here, and they are hitting their stride here. And what I love is that the chemistry, you're seeing the guys share the ball, share that pill, and everyone knows their role. And tonight was another great performance from this squad. So, they did what they had to do. Appreciate every single one of you in here. What's going on, Tony? Nostalgic. What's good, man? What's good? Mike says what's good. I missed the game because I knew it was a dub. I got to catch the highlights, but tell me how it went. Mike, started off slow for the squad, man. They got down 32-30. Hornets, I think, went up by as much as 10, but Jalen Brunson set the tone with 19 first quarter points. And then it was pretty much the Josh Hart show, man. Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns did their thing, especially in that third quarter. OG Anunoby had a big blow-up game offensively in that third quarter. Defensively, I thought OG Anunoby found something guarding Brandon Miller. Second half, he was much better guarding Brandon Miller, and he, pretty much locked him up. And OG Anunoby obviously had a great game as well. Let's go through the stats. But yeah, look, they started off slow, but like I said, they were feeling out the Charlotte Hornets. Look, Charlotte, they played us tough. Last week? They're down a couple of guys, but no mercy. No freaking mercy, man. Let me update this. The New York Knicks are now 14-8 on the season, 8-2 at Madison Square Garden. We love to see that. You love to be a dominant home team. 8-2 at Madison Square Garden. You love to see that. Another day, another dominant win for you, New York Knickerbockers. Love it. JB 24-5. But yeah, Mike, just all around first quarter, bumpy. Second quarter, the Knicks got their footing. And third quarter is where they really laid the hammer down. And then fourth quarter, you saw, and I mean, anytime, we were down campaign in this game as well. Precious Achiuwa came back, and you love to see Precious back. Just seeing Precious out there just brings me joy because he means so much to this team. And Cat, man, Karl Anthony Towns needs to be in the MVP conversation. It's time. He needs to be in the MVP conversation. 27, 16, and 2 blocks, 2 assists, 7-9 from the free throw line, 9-15 from the field. He needs to be in the MVP conversation. He does. Anytime you see Karl Anthony Towns try his globetrotter passes out there or between the legs, this man is playing on a whole nother level, but JB really set this tone. And OG Anunoby back-to-back good offensive games. And look, OG Anunoby from the majority of this season has all of this season. I shouldn't even say majority of this season. I mean, yes, he had those 2 hiccup games after the 40-point affair in Denver, but just amazing game from him. Shout out to Precious. Shout out to Miles McBride. He only got 12 points off the bench. Jericho Sims got benched after that first quarter. Don't really want to talk about that, but he got benched. And then you saw a lot of Precious Achiuwa and Cat mixed in there, which you'll see a lot moving forward. But taking care of business, man. That's what you want this New York Knicks team to continue to do. And you look at the assist numbers, 29 assists for this Knicks team, almost got to 30. That would have been 12 games with 30 assists. But yeah, guys, look, they're taking advantage of these teams. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, right? Hornets, down guys, don't care. Don't care. But what you're seeing now is this Knicks team that's finding a rhythm. They're, gaining chemistry. The aura is back. The vibes are immaculate. And you just see a team that's pretty much just happy to play together. And obviously, we're still going to go through the ebbs and flows of the season. But right now, this Knicks team is absolutely rolling. And I'm hoping that it continues. But what you saw tonight, just little things like Karl Anthony Towns, he put on a second pair of shorts in the corner in the fourth quarter, and you see this Knicks team huddle up, try to block the cameraman's view to not show, any, private parts, but he was putting on a pair of shorts. But it's just things like that where, it just shows me that this Knicks team is together. And that's what you want to see as a great sign in December. Great sign in December, man. Big Taz says, I feel guilty about how much I'm enjoying this team. This Rover, what's going on? Why you feel guilty, Big Taz? Don't feel guilty, man. Don't feel guilty. Big Taz says, Josh Hart is playing phenomenal. Shout out to the Nova boys, man. Shout out to Josh Hart especially. The man bun. I think he should rock with that bun all season long, man. Josh Hart with an absolutely incredible game tonight. And season high in points. He was hitting his threes. What I love about Josh Hart, he's not hesitant, man. He's catching the ball, He's shooting it with confidence, and that's what you love to see. And he was bantering back and forth with LaMelo Ball on the bench on Charlotte's side. But, yeah, Josh Hart's career season continues. I mean, guys, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, only shot 9 shots, 6 to 9 from the field, 4-6 from 3. His career season continues. And I think if Mikal Bridges got 1 more point and Josh Hart got 2 more points, the Knicks would have, again, made history. That's what the MSG broadcast were saying. They were saying if all 5 starters scored 20 points, that would have been the first time in 40 years or something like that. So this starting five has it offensively right now. They're clicking on all cylinders. JB is becoming that floor general that we wanted him to become. Cat is playing like an MVP. This man needs to be in the conversation, man. It's time. Looking into the camera. It is time for Cat to be in that MVP conversation. Anunoby, All-Star Anunoby. Mikal is doing his thing. The thing I love about Mikal is that the assists have been up all season, right? And 47 minutes for Mikal Bridges tonight. Didn't rest until the fourth quarter. But it's not 3 straight solid performances from Mikal. And you love to see that. And Precious, obviously 12 minutes tonight. They're trying to gradually ease him in because hamstring injuries are tricky. But boy, oh boy, Precious is going to 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 points in 12 minutes. Oh, I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I love it, man. Appreciate some of you guys in here. All of you guys in here. Excuse me. I don't know why I said that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Just getting started on this Knicks Nation post game. Absolutely loving the way this Knicks team is playing right now. And let's just keep compiling these wins, man. No mercy. You play who's on your schedule. You take advantage of these teams. You do. No mercy, man. No mercy. Shoquan, you liking that Cat trade now? I know you was kind of down about it when it happened. Shoquan, I've said it about 5 times already. Yes. I was down about it, but right now, Karl-Anthony Towns has proved me wrong, and he's playing like an MVP. Obviously, his play right now warrants, the MVP conversation, but yes, I love Cat. And he's super talented, man. 7-foot big man who can pass the ball. He's gifted. He's truly gifted. There's a reason why he was the number 1 pick in this league. And there's a reason why he was heavily touted from this Knicks front office. And we got him on the squad, man. We got him on the squad. LOL, the man bun. The man bun, Josh Hart. Keep that bun, man, if you're gonna play like that. Keep that bun. Run around with that bun. Oh, man. All Josh now needs is chin strap to complete the look. Wild boy, what's going on, man? What's going on? OG did an amazing job in the third. Yo, Alpha, yeah. OG and Omi in that third quarter, dominance. And look, I've been saying it from, all of these Knicks wins. It's pick your poison. Pick your poison. If Josh Hart's going to shoot the ball like that and pass the ball like that and push the pace like that, and you have Brunson doing his thing, Brunson only shot 8 shots tonight and dropped 24 points, and 19 of those points were in the first quarter. He got banged up there at the end, didn't play the fourth quarter. These are efficient numbers that you're seeing. 54% from 3 as a team. As a team, 54% from 3. Brunson 8 shots, Hart 9 shots, and but OG Anunoby was dominant in that third quarter. Just straight that possession where he had 2 straight blocks, both into the stands, 1 on each corner, left side, right side, and you see him clapping with the fans, smiling and stuff. You love to see moments like that. Obviously, we saw a lot of those moments last year, right? For the better part of January until the playoffs. And to start this season, new team, new look. You were waiting for this team to start to gel and start to form chemistry and start to, just be together as a group, as a unit. You fail, I fail. It's no pointing the fingers on this team. And Kat has spoken about that, right? So that is what I love about this team. There's not one man who cares about his stats. It's just the offense is flowing. And yeah, we started slow. We started slow and still beat them by 24. So, slow starts. It's just the Knicks are just feeling, last game wasn't a slow start versus Orlando, right? We came out, they scored 8 early points and then we came out and answered. But those slow starts will they'll overcome that for sure. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Our whole starting lineup should be the East All-Star lineup. Oh, man. Darian, what's going on? Why did Mikal Bridges play so much? Shaking my head. I said it. Look, 47 minutes for Mikal, and look, he's Iron Man, and Tom Thibodeau was taking advantage of that. Obviously, 47 minutes, you don't really want to see that, but I'm not, it is what it is, man. I mean, I think more of that had to do with the benching of Jericho Sims in that first half, because Sims had 2 possessions where he missed a dunk at the rim, and then he had a bad turnover, and then Tom Thibodeau called a timeout and was screaming at Jericho Sims, and that is the last time we saw Jericho Sims in the basketball game. So I think that kind of had to do with that, and obviously no campaign tonight, so Dibs was kind of funky with his rotation. That's what led to the minutes, but it is what it is. Did Cat try 2 no-look passes today? Yeah, he did. And he's converting them. He's converting them. Yo, Alpha, this team is dangerous. What's going on, Yo, Alpha? I love NY Cat. Yeah, look, this team is dangerous, guys. When this offense is clicking like this, when this offense is playing like this, there's a reason why the New York Knicks are the number 1 offense in the NBA right now. And that has to do with Karl-Anthony Towns. That has to do with Jalen Brunson. That has to do with OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges, early on in the season, prior to these last 3 games, really hasn't played well. But now you're seeing Mikal start to get more and more comfortable. And the thing I love about Mikal, he attempts those half-court shots. I know it's kind of like a funky thing for me to say, but I love that, when guys, they're half-court, Mikal's just throwing that thing up, man. And, we saw him convert 1 versus Orlando, but 19 points, 7 assists, and his defense is getting better. And he started this game slow, too, Mikal. He started this game slow, and then picked it up in the second, and then finished with 19-7. But, yeah. Wild Boy Trey says, Cat is a monster. Now you see why Leon Rose been trying to get Cat over here. Yeah, man. I mean, look, 6 straight at MSG. And yeah, Wild Boy, that's why Leon Rose was touting Karl-Anthony Towns. Contract, yes, is big, but he is proving that he is worth that money. That was my only thing with Cat before we traded for him. I didn't want anything to do with the contract. And I'm sure most of you, or if not, but a lot of people didn't want anything to do with his contract. We were wrong. It's only year 1 of this core. It's only going to improve and get better. But, 22 games in, you're seeing this offense click. You're seeing the guys mesh. You're seeing the chemistry form. You're seeing the chemistry build. And what more can you ask for? Are there still things to improve? Yes. But right now, this Knicks team is absolutely rolling. 9-1 in their last 10 games, if I'm not mistaken. 6 straight at MSG. Let's go. El Figgy, Josh Hart is playing every night like playoff Josh. He continues to amaze me. – Ever since he made those comments, he just continues to amaze me. those I'm lost comments in the preseason. Ever since those comments, he's had a career year, Josh Hart. And the thing I love is that, like I said it earlier, he's not hesitant. He's making quick decisions. He's not doing those dribble handoffs. He's shooting the three, and he's shooting the three better this year. And tonight, you saw the Nova Knicks, the Nova crew, Brunson, Hart, and Bridges were all feeding off of one another. And you saw the chemistry tonight with those three especially. And then when you compile that with Anunoby doing his thing and Karl Anthony Towns doing his thing, what more can you ask for, man? But Josh Hart just continues to amaze me, and tonight was another night. Prime example of why Mr. Hart is so valuable to this basketball club. And look, he's the glue, man. He's like the oil. He's like the oil in the engine. I don't know if you already talked about it already, but 24 on 8 shots. Ooh, Brunson is him. Yeah. On 8 shots, and 19 of those points were in the first quarter for Jalen Brunson. 19 of those points were in the first quarter for JB. And if you look at this schedule now, it's a lot of green. That's what we love to see, right? We love to see this green on your screen. Ever since that Philly game, this Knicks team has really started to hit their stride. Look, 14-8 on the season, taking care of business, beating the teams you're supposed to beat. And what did we say last post game? The big bad Magic, you obliterated them. They were the talk of the town. You wanted to send a message. You sent the message. Now you get Detroit on Saturday. Got a couple of days off to rest here. Friday, 1 day off. And then you get Detroit back on Saturday. And it should be more of the same, right? Come out, killer mentality. Detroit, yes, they're not a great team, but just continue your game plan, continue to build, continue to get Precious on continue to build his minutes, and then we just go from there. But you're seeing this Knicks team really start to hit their stride right now, and you love it. You absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. Appreciate every single one of you in here. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is just, look, it feels good, right? It feels good that the New York Knicks are they seem like they're back, right? A lot of questions early on in the season. They really weren't consistent, and now you're seeing them be consistent. And the guys have been saying it all year long. It's going to take time. I know it's like a cliche thing to say, but they were right, man. And right now, they're clicking. They are clicking. Playmaker Mikal tonight with 6 dime. My boy Trey says, yeah. Look, Mikal, we spoke about it in the podcast, right? Mikal caught slings and arrows this season, as he should. He wasn't playing well. Was benched, twice in the fourth quarter? 3 times, I think, or twice for Deuce McBride. And McBride has come back and has played extremely well. He looks healthy. He looks like he's back. And the duo of McBride and Campaign have been playing extremely well, since those two have been healthy. And Mikal, look, there's going to be games where Mikal Bridges is going to score 15 points and just not, if you're box score watching, you're going to see Mikal 15 points. Like, what's that about? But my retort to that is, if it's in the flow of the offense, if he's doing things defensively, if he's hitting timely shots, you don't need Mikal to score 25, 30 points a night. You don't. And he's shown you a couple of games that he's really capable. He's capable of doing that. He's dropped 40 points a game. He's dropped 40 points before in his career. He's capable of putting the ball in the basket. But it's just always been defensively with Mikal. And you're seeing him start to find his rhythm here these last 3 games. Granted, his home road splits have kind of been wonky. He's obviously better in Madison Square Garden like most Knicks. But you're seeing signs from him. And that's all you wanted from Mikal. This is the version of Mikal that I wanted. But the assist numbers have just been a plus, right? They've just been an addition. Not only is he scoring and, doing his thing, but he's also sharing the ball, sharing the rock. And this Knicks team is obviously living on, everyone sharing the rock, but just absolutely incredible performance from this Knicks team. This was the moment where OG Anunoby kept grabbing the mic at the end of the postgame, and Cat says, "Stop grabbing the mic." That's when you know this Knicks team, the aura is back, man. The aura is back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Ain't been a peep about OG's contract all year. Nope. That's the thing. OG Anunoby, to me, worth every penny of that contract. And look, let everyone else talk. Let everyone else say their piece. Let everyone else call OG Anunoby overpay and yada, yada, yada. Me personally, I don't care. OG Anunoby is, a major piece to this puzzle. But you're seeing this Knicks team click. This Rover says, add another steal to our Nigerian Prince's record. Man. I love it, man. I love it. The vibes are immaculate right now in Madison Square. Look, I'm going to put the chain on. I normally don't put the chain on until playoffs, but that's how I'm feeling right now, man. I'll put the chain on. Feeling icy tonight. That's how we feeling right now. That's how we feeling in MSG. Icy. Boys are rolling. Man. Boys are rolling. Are there things to work on? Yeah. But you can work on them with these wins. And that's the beauty of obviously playing, the Hornets and the Pelicans. But look, we did it against the Magic, man. Wild Boy Trey says the vibes are better than last season. They're better than last season. Wild Boy Trey says they're better than last season. Got the ice on, man. Your New York Knickerbockers. Does this feel like January 2024, February when we went on that run? Does this feel like that a little bit? Now, I know it's still early. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but we're Knicks fans, right? I mean, we overreacted to everything. Look, we're Knicks fans, man. We overreact. What are you gonna do? But I just love what I'm seeing. I truly do. And the thing about Precious, right? It's good to see. All right, so let's get to the Nova experience. Supernovas, Hart, Brunson, and Bridges, and then we'll talk about Precious. 18 first half points for Hart, 6 first half assists for Bridges, 19 first half points for Jalen Brunson, 33 third quarter points for the Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns with a nasty flush. I'm just reading my notes right now. And the thing I love about having Precious back, right? It unlocks so much defensively. It unlocks our defense. I mean, you're looking at a lineup of that, like, when you need a stop, when you need a defensive stop, you're going to have a lineup of Deuce, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Precious Achiuwa. I like that defensive lineup. I do. Obviously, you're going to see that lineup in spurts, and obviously when Precious Achiuwa gets his hamstring healthy and starts to gradually improve his minutes, you're going to see him play more. But look, defensively, obviously we know Precious to be a good rim protector, and he's also a very smart basketball player. He has a high basketball IQ. You saw him at times defensively calling out the Hornets plays, calling out the Hornets sets, just knows the game. And having that luxury off the bench with your campaign, with a Deuce McBride, I'm excited to see that. And that those are the lineups that will grow. Big Task says, you mean when we were a hurricane during that January month? Yeah, Big Task, when we were dominating the NBA, when we went on that run, feels kind of, I'm not saying we're there yet, because we're not. We're not there yet. Feels like it, though. Let me pull up the schedule for you. Here's the reason why I get kind of those vibes. Okay, so you're 14-8. You won 6 straight in MSG. You're 9-1 in your last 10. Right? Versus Detroit, at Toronto, versus Atlanta for the NBA Cup quarterfinals. And I think if you win that game, you go to Vegas. And you know the guys are going to be motivated to retaliate against the Atlanta Hawks because they lost in Atlanta. And that game was rough, to say the least. That was one of those games where you look back at it and, you know, obviously you don't want to look back at it, but then Cat goes back home to Minnesota. That's going to be an emotional game. You know Rando's going to want to go all out, and Dante's going to want to shoot the lights out. Dante will probably attempt 15 threes in that game. You know the guys are going to want to play well against these Knicks. And you know Cat's going to want to stick it to Minnesota. Like, dude, this is what you traded. So that's going to be a must-watch game in Minnesota, at New Orleans, versus Toronto again, versus San Antonio Christmas Day, at Orlando, at Washington, back-to-back at Washington, Utah. And then we have this stretch in January where we're home for majority of the month and we don't take a plane at all. January 15th at Philly. That's a train ride. At Brooklyn, you don't travel. And you're home for a lot of these games. From January 6th to February 3rd, you're not going on a plane. So the gauntlet of the NBA schedule that they gave us early on in the season, we got through it. Played the most away games in the league. Now we're starting to catch up. Now we're starting to even out the playing field, right? And to go along with that, you're seeing, you know, the guys get better, the chemistry build. You're seeing, you know, obviously the aura, right? I mean, you just love to see it. And, you know, the schedule's lightening up here. So, and if you look at the East, let's look at the East. Appreciate every single, whoa, what is going on? What is going on right now? All right, appreciate every single one of you in here, guys. Just chopping it up. Can we kidnap Dante during the mini game like Burlack? Nah, we can't kidnap Dante Disrover. He's been struggling this year. Dante's been struggling. But that's going to be just a great game to watch. So, look, 4 in a row, 14-8 at Matt, 14-8 on the season. You're 4th in the Eastern Conference, right? So the Eastern Conference is starting to form into the shape, right? You still have the Philadelphia 76ers all the way at the bottom at 5-15. And then the top 6 teams, I think these are pretty much your top 6 teams, with Miami maybe hopping in the top 6 if they get it together. But then this Knicks team, I think, can finish 2, 3, 4, depending. Obviously, it's way too early for that talk. But you're starting to see the East form into shape here. And you're starting to see the Knicks play well. And that's all we wanted, man. We wanted to come into December playing well, on a run, with the chemistry building, right? So that's all you wanted to see, and you're seeing that, and you're absolutely seeing that. Got a Discord, guys. If you wanted to hop in the Discord and call into the show, to be one of the first to call in to the Knicks Nation podcast. So Discord link is in the description if you guys wanted to do that. I am going to start taking calls. So appreciate you guys for hopping in the Discord. I'm in there chopping it up, talking Knicks all game long. So appreciate you guys for doing that as well. At Knicks Nation on Twitter, at Knicks Nation on Instagram as well. Be sure to follow us on Instagram as well. I don't care to have Dante back. I'm cool with Deuce and Campaign. They made me forget about Dante. Wow, boy, a lot of Knicks fans are in that feel the same way that you feel. Dante was great. I love Dante. The part of the cat trade that hurt was losing Dante rather than Randall. But what you're seeing is the Knicks sold high. It's like a stock, right? Dante had a career year, with the New York Knicks, with his friends, had some great moments in MSG, and the Knicks took advantage of that and packaged him with Julius Randle for a superb talent to get Karl Anthony Towns. And what you're saying is Karl Anthony Towns is a better player than Randle. He is. It's a fact. He's a better player than Julius Randle. The assist, scoring, free throw shooter, he's the whole package. And yes, but Dante will obviously Dante is missed, but you're seeing this Knicks vision. You're seeing them fill the Dante minutes with Campaign, with Deuce McBride, with you have guys to fill those minutes off the bench. The duo of Campaign and Deuce alone, the speed that they bring, the toughness on defense that Campaign brings. He's a small guy. He's 6 foot, but he's super smart and he's crafty. He's not no slouch on defense. Every team needs a crazy guy, man. He's like a crazy uncle. Campaign is like your crazy uncle. Coming in off the bench, just raising havoc. He's annoying. Like, when he was with Philly, Campaign, you hated him because he's doing his shenanigans, dancing after every three. But when he's on your team, you love him. When he's on your team, you love him. And you see the value in that because the guys feed off of that. And he's hurt dealing with a sore elbow, which was kind of shocking. Hope that's not a serious injury. But maybe he's just getting rest. It's the Hornets. But yeah, Campaign and Deuce, that duo alone. Now you pair that with Precious. And Sims has been playing well. I know he got benched tonight, but he has been playing well prior to tonight. And yeah, that's where you see this Knicks. That's where you see this front office vision. And obviously everything has worked out, man. I mean, OG trade worked out. Brunson signing worked out. The Bridges trade, that's the price you pay for dealing with Brooklyn, man. That's the price you pay for dealing with the Brooklyn Nets. 5 first-round picks, was it an overpay? Yeah. But that's the price you had to pay to get Mikal Bridges. Cat trade, working out. Precious being a throw-in the OG trade, working out. Deuce signing, worked out. Campaign, awesome. The drafting of Tyler Kolek, I can go on and on. Like, Porty has a bright future in this league. Daddy A is showing things. And I don't want to bore you guys, but, we're building a culture here. This Knicks front office is obviously proving themselves that they know what the heck they're doing. And as Knicks fans, that feels good. From all the crap that we've been through, like, I don't even want to go back years, all the shenanigans that we've been through. And now on December 5th, 2024, heading into the new year, you have a championship contending team, and this is only year 1 of this core. Only year 1. I was hyped when we signed Cam. He's a menace. Love Campaign, man. Love Campaign. Donnell, what's going on? Randall is just as good as a passer and scorer. Cat is definitely a shooter and better fit for this Knicks team, though. Darnell, yeah, Randall could score. Like, Randall, I think it got kind of stale with him. Obviously, the injuries had something to do with it. Obviously, the contract, too. It's whether or not the Timberwolves want to even pay him. You're seeing a lot of Timberwolves fans just, they're turning on Randall. And this is not a Julius Randle hate segment because, I like Randall. But Cat just offers, to me, he's just a better player. Like, he's more efficient. He's unselfish. He's not doing those silly turnovers. Like, the ball's moving. And the 5-out offense, you're seeing the difference it makes. So, yeah, Randall can, score. I think he had a big game last game. Obviously, Randall did great things here. But, they're, like, different but similar. But I think Cat is just a much, much better fit for this team. I just think he is. This Rover says, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm satisfied with Leon Rose cooking. He can take a break from the kitchen for now. I love that, this Rover. Nah, man, don't take a break. Don't take a break. Never take a break, man. You're always scouring the market. You're always searching for deals, buyouts, trades. You're always searching for little things. And that's how you improve your team, obviously. But Leon has done a tremendous job. And the thing about him, the only thing people get on him is that he doesn't speak to the media. But actions speak louder than words, my friends. And Leon Rose doesn't speak to the media, but his actions have spoke louder than anything he has to say. Truly. Cobb Knight. Brandon Miller needs to stop trying to light us every game. He needs to lay down and accept his loss. Cobb Knight, come on, man. Let's be nice in here, Cobb Knight. Look, Brandon Miller is a great player. He's second year in this league? He's going to be a hell of a player, Brandon Miller. Obviously, it's a young player in a losing situation in Charlotte. That's tough, man. And, he's going to be a rising star in this league. So, no shade at Brandon Miller, man. No shade at Miller. This Rover says Randall's problem is that he ices the possession even harder than JB. Takes forever to make a play. Yeah, and the turnovers were a problem as well. But, obviously I go back to January where everything was clicking with Randall. Seemed like he changed his game. He's adjusting in Minnesota. But Cat he's a talent, man. He's a talent. And he's going to be an all-star again. Brunson is going to be an all-star again. And Anunoby is knocking at that damn door. He is. He's definitely going to be first-team defensive team this year. And defensive player of the year, I know is tough with Wemby in the league. But Anunoby's a full package. Every team needs Anunoby. That's why he gets paid so much. That's why he's our second highest player on this team. Does everything. Baby Kwai. He's awesome. But Cat has come in here and just exceeded my expectations. He really has. And if you look at his numbers, it's just been awesome, man. There's no reason why he shouldn't be in the MVP conversation. When that stupid MVP ladder comes out for NBA.com, he needs to be in that conversation. 25, 13, 3 assists on 52% from the field. And he is shooting 45% from 3 this year, 86% from the line. He's just been unreal. Karl-Anthony Towns assist. And if you go to these games, right, just look at this game log. Look at the rebounds. He's had double-digit rebounds since the Philly game. Every single game, 13, 10, 15, 12, 10, 16, 15. He's had double digits in rebounding in every game except the Indiana game, which we lost, and that was, yeah. But he's been awesome, scoring a rock, trusting his teammates, the assists, the Globetrotter stuff that he's been trying. Still go back to the Mikal play where Mikal should have made that shot in that corner, and yeah, man, he's been awesome. Yeah, Wild Boy. Brunson and Cat will be in the All-Star team. Who would you want to trade away right now on our roster? Sims. Everybody's showing up for us right now. This Rover says. This Rover, honestly, we'll get down that road when the trading deadline occurs, but I don't want to trade anybody. I really don't. I want to see where this team is at come January, February at the trading deadline. And obviously there's room to improve. Obviously there's always room to improve. But, if I was to say, maybe this team needs another wing off the bench, because, it seems like Pacom Daddier, they're now putting him in the G League, and which he needs. He needs development. He needs to play. And Tom Thibodeau has been sporadic with his minutes. So I think that this team needs another wing. And now with Precious back, you can cycle between Precious and Sims here and there. But we'll cross that bridge, obviously, when the trading deadline gets here. But I honestly want to let this team rock for the next month and 2 months and maybe the entire season. And then buyouts happen. Because don't forget, they're right up against that second apron. They don't want to reach that second apron. And, they have to work the cap that way. But, what you're seeing is a Knicks team right now that's rolling. That's absolutely rolling. And just continues to get better from here. Just continues to get better. Cat loving that fadeaway now. Yeah. Look, this team is rolling, guys. And the thing is, look, they came out flat tonight and they still smoked the Hornets. And but yeah, we talked about Precious. We talked about the Sims benching. Man, he got scolded by Tom Thibodeau in that first half. Thibodeau was screaming at this man. And it was just, I felt bad for Jericho Sims. But this Knicks team should get fat on the wins now. Schedule's lightening up here finally, and you're starting to finally form some chemistry, gain your footing. Obviously, the guys are, joking around with each other mid-game, and you love to see that. But adversity will come. Adversity is good. You always embrace that, and you just go from there. But yeah. Let's try to see if anyone has spoken tonight at Knicks Nation on Twitter. Once again, if you're on X, trying to see if anyone has spoken. Trying to see if anyone has spoken, see what Tom Thibodeau has to say about this game, because this game was amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Let's go to Nick Reporter. All right. All right, so we got some updates on Payne. We're getting some updates from Tom Thibodeau. So Dib said Brunson could have gotten back in the game. So Brunson obviously didn't play and was back in the locker room in that fourth quarter. So Jalen Brunson could have gotten back in the game. That is good. OG being checked after smiling while blocking those 2 shots. Campaign is day-to-day, so we love to see that. Didn't see the play where he got injured on last game. Maybe it was him, going crazy and doing his shenanigans, but Campaign is day-to-day. That's good. It's not a long-term injury, so we love to see that. Dib said he thought Brunson's shooting got the team going and was huge for confidence of a group going into break. Yeah, that's the thing. Brunson started this game hot, right? Set the tone. You want your captain to set the tone. And when guys don't have it, look, they came out flat. They had no energy to start this game. None. And it was like, oh, come on. Like, it's going to be one of those games. Like, we don't want that to happen again. But Brunson, this is bad. Look, even during the Orlando game, right? Brunson came out hot with aggression. That's your captain, man. That's your captain setting the tone and rallying the troops and saying, guys, come on, we got to step it up. We got to, go. Let's go. It's time to play. And that's JB for you. That's the captain. That's the reason why they named him captain. Uh-oh. Mitchell Robinson. Fire emojis in the chat right now. What is going on? Put some fire emojis in the chat. Mitchell Robinson just tweeted, let's go. Got some great news. What does that mean? Does that mean Mitch is coming back? Does that mean Big Mitch is coming back sooner rather than later? He said he wanted to come back by Christmas. Mitch just can't leave us on a cliffhanger like that, man. That would be awesome if Mitch Robinson comes back. But look, we're still waiting on Mitch. So to answer your question, Nah, Mitch is always be talking that shit. He does. But to answer your trade deadline question, maybe the Knicks look at Mitchell Robinson as a trade deadline acquisition, right? You need another big. Mitchell Robinson fills that role, and we just go from there. Obviously, injuries have hampered him, but Mitchell Robinson is a troll. But no, that's a good sign for Mitch. You know, obviously he wants to get back out there with the guys, and he sees everyone playing well. But Mitchell Robinson, offensive rebounder, shot blocker, he does it all. Obviously, we know what Mitchell Robinson can do, but you know, hopefully he can get back out there for the squad, and we just go from there. All right, guys, that was fun. Appreciate every single one of you joining me here for another post game of the Knicks Nation YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like I said, hit the Discord, follow the socials. Appreciate every single one of you. Support the movement. If you want to become a member, just hit that join button. Really appreciate the support. And yeah, it's Let's Go Knicks, man. We're rolling. We are absolutely rolling. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.